You've heard of unconditional love, but have you heard of the secret to unconditional happiness and allowing more into your life? More wealth, more success, and more love. More freedom in your life right now. Welcome to the Happy Bar with Israel Savage. Let me use the principle of improvisation, but in a way that everybody can relate to. Have you ever been in a meeting or working on a school project and you offered an idea and people said, "Oh no, that will never work. We tried that before back, last year, and we're not doing that." Has anybody ever had that experience? Right. Well, that is the opposite of yes and. That's saying no. That's shutting things down. Did you notice how that made you feel when someone shut down your idea in those very initial stages? As opposed to, let's write that idea down. Let's write down all of our ideas, all of them. And then we'll go back later and talk about the ins and outs. But for now, great idea. Let's jot them all down. Great idea, right? Which one of those scenarios makes you more likely to be inspired to do the next thing and the next thing? You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be doing that. That's a terrible idea. You should be somewhere other than where you are. Or great. This is exactly what we need to do in this point in the process. Let's write it down. Obviously, the second thing, right, is going to inspire you to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And it's that emotional inspiration. That's the fire. That's the gasoline that keeps us going. And it all comes from a place of acceptance. And if you want to build that muscle in yourself, I tell my kids this all the time. They do what kids often do and what adults often do, and they'll tear each other down. They'll be playing video games. "Oh, you're terrible at this. You do this and this and this. And, wow, you're really, and I have them stop and say, and I say to them, that first of all, what you're saying isn't accurate. And second of all, I want you to think about the words you are using, because you can't turn that voice off in your head. The voice you use towards other people, including your sister, including your brother, you use towards yourself. And I don't want you to talk to yourself that way. When you try something new, I don't want you to say, "You're terrible at this. You can't do this." And so you get a chance to practice with your sister or brother how you would like to be treated, how you are training yourself in how to treat yourself in a new circumstance when something is new. And the first place to change, really, this inner critic that we can sometimes develop that tells us we should be other than we are, is the easier place to see it is in our thoughts about other people. And so if we can start to catch ourselves with other people in our thoughts and our critical thoughts, "Oh, that person is awful. Gosh, they shouldn't even be up there. They shouldn't be wearing that. They shouldn't be doing that." If we can catch ourselves and massage that out for ourselves, "Wow, that person is taking such a brave risk. That must feel great just to love what you do and to risk it like that. I really admire that." Right? We are scripting for ourselves how we want to treat ourselves in our internal monologue. That's the easiest place to make the change, to notice it in ourselves, in our own internal monologue directed towards other people.
I'm very good at really feeling good in even be ahead of the game in some way when I'm speaking with other people. But it doesn't happen when I'm alone. When I'm alone, I completely lose that it is the moment I am with someone else is I'm very focused, I'm very positive, and I know exactly what to do. The moment I am alone, it's just I lose that completely.
Well, it's because you're not alone. In that room, you've got all kinds of voices and people and experiences. What I would encourage you to do is to find and make a space where there is absolute quiet. Meditation is a good way to do that. And even if it's just for a minute out of 15 minutes of meditation, even if it's just a minute where there is total quiet and you can get in touch with that good feeling in that space, you'll see that starts to expand in your life. And so you think you're alone in that room, but you're not. You don't have to have people physically present to influence us when we're alone, right? Boy, every time I want to have my dessert first, I hear my mother say, "You can't do that." And I really, and I really have to have a conversation with myself that no, I can do that. I'm a grown up. If I want my dessert, I can have it. I can have it. If I want that glass of wine and it's only 8:00 in the morning, I've been up all night. I'm going to have that glass of wine, and so these are the conversations that real or imagined, it doesn't matter, because vibrationally speaking, it's all real. If you can just give yourself a few seconds of relief, it'll start to grow and it'll start to change for you. If you liked what you just heard, then take inspired action now. That's right, act while you are feeling good. And build on your momentum. Schedule your free discovery call with me at instudios-nyc.com/happybar.